What? I always unmute it right there.
But I muted it there.
Oh, okay.
Hey, everybody. Everybody's here.
God, Lori's here on time. She don't know how to write an essay or nothing.
We didn't think we were going to make it.
There's Ed.
6 minutes ago, the power went off.
It did. We were getting set up for the live and the power went out.
I said, well, we can go as long as my phone's got signal or got battery, but we wouldn't have our light behind us.
It would have. It was running off the laptop.
We would have had to just keep moving the laptop controller.
But the laptop would have eventually went dead. And
we do have a storm moving through, but it only flickered. It didn't stay off but just a second.
Yeah, it didn't last long. And maybe it won't. But it is here. It looked like really heavy staying south of us and north of us. We were kind of in the middle. So.
But it has only rained about 9 times today.
Yeah.
It has rained literally.
Which I'm still not complaining about. Even though we've gotten a lot of rain, I'm not complaining about any of it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Everything is green now and growing high.
Yeah. There's Sarah. Carol said she's been gone for a few weeks, so we're glad to see all those back.
Yeah. Diane said she was watching the 80s Family Vacation. That sounds like watching Vegas Vacation.
Lori said it's not green there so much.
Well, we are as green can get right now. Oh, gosh,
everything's thick and...
green and wet.
We're going to have to cut pastures that have animals on.
We're going to have to cut what we didn't think would ever be green again. We were starving to be green.
Didn't think it was going to be green this season.
Yep.
But it is thick and the animals not keeping up with it. So.
Where'd it go?
Terry's asking for prayers for voodoo. It's Lester and Jamie's horse that fell on the T-post.
Yeah, I saw the live earlier today.
I think it actually happened last night. And they were waiting on the vet transport this morning. And when I first saw it, he was on Facebook. And then I flipped over to YouTube, double dipping because I missed the first part of the story. But
Laurie is new here. She was sent by Cog Hill.
Well, welcome, Laurie.
It's been raining all day in eastern Tennessee. Yeah, it has rained. We had plans for you to work on a video today.
Yeah, that didn't happen. It was storming.
It's been storming all day.
What?
Why are we frozen?
We're not.
We were.
Oh.
I'm watching.
Well, I think it's always on ours because every time we think we're frozen, everybody else says, no, you're fine, go ahead. Lorraine said Catherine showed the weather map on her Facebook. Yeah. I haven't seen it yet. But
no, I haven't been on there in a while.
Pretty bad. I checked the weather map when the power flickered. Uh-oh.
Don't y'all see me waving at the TV? We do now. I see you. Hooray!
Hey, Jacqueline.
Jacqueline's sitting in the dark. Well, she's saying, yes, it was late last night. Well, talking about late last night, we didn't get a video done till way late last night. Y'all know we usually have a video on Saturdays. And we tried to start doing them on Saturday evenings. Well, Saturday afternoon turned into a long Saturday evening. Do you want to tell them why? Do you want to wait a minute?
No, we might as well go ahead and answer that one.
Look, there's a fly.
Zoe, it's a fly. They don't attack you.
I don't want it to lay eggs on my head. I didn't want it to lay eggs in my hair.
Well, it wasn't going to be there that long, surely.
Well, I made it go away. The boy's been running in and out, so we're dodging flies. What are you doing?
Oh.
Eating your drink.
So, in our video, we had a little mishap. A tiny mishap.
Everything was going so smoothly until we were done.
Yeah.
Even all the chaos y'all saw, it was going pretty smooth. We didn't have any incidents until we turned the camera off.
So I'll begin by saying that we realized it, and I'll tell you in just a second how we realized it. But I told Zoe, I said, we've got to redo it. And she said, do you mean...
I'll be right back.
Okay. One of the bottle babies is in the floor.
Okay.
Well, I'm waiting. Anyway, so Zoe had to take her out. She just woke up and she was making noise. Might be hungry. It's time for Matt to do a bottle, I guess, or something. But our little mishap led to me telling Zoe that we had to redo it. She said, you mean re-videoing us? I'm not re-videoing nothing. I'm not refilming. We're going to keep going the way it was, and it'll be something funny to tell on the live. Really didn't think anybody would pay attention to it. I was wrong. I've already explained it to 3 or 4 people in the comments that were on it immediately, and I was like,
People do pay attention.
well, they could have at least waited for me to explain it on the live.
Well, we didn't put anything about that.
So, let me show you. This is what I use for the babies. And it's a little small needle. It's a little small one. It's like an insulin syringe. That's what we use for the babies because they just get a little booster. I don't know if they can see that, but if you saw the numbers, they get a little booster. And I said that I would be given 2 cc's. Well, the babies is a 0.2.
Yeah.
If you look on the tables, look on the table in the video, you'll see these syringes. These, look, gotta get away from the light. Can you see it now? 3 cc syringes and a box of needles. Right there on the table.
The whole video.
Plain as day, right there on the table. When I got through with the babies, I just kept digging out of that plastic container and reloading syringes, boy, like I had a rhythm going. I had so much on my mind making sure we got everybody done. I was more concerned about the drenches, so I was loading syringes and pulling up the drench, the wormer, that when we were putting the stuff up, so Zoe had her bog bag out there that had all of our stuff in it. And you saw that's the one Fancy was chewing on. So we had all of our stuff in that bag. And I start putting the stuff back in the bag, and I realized that, wait a minute, I bought this brand new box of needles because we had 16 goats to do. And I bought these new syringes, and we didn't use any of them. And I said, Zoe, we've got to redo the goats. And she said, what? I said, well, we've already got it caught up. We just need to get them back in the pen. And then it got really, really high-pitched. Why? And then I had to explain what I had done. I was like, Zoe, I gave all the adults 0.2 like I did the babies. I never swapped syringes or anything. I said, I even said on the video that I give everybody 2 cc's, which I do. We just spread the babies out.
Mm-hmm.
But I mentioned, and I went back and looked, that we used this little 22 gauge for the babies. And then we use an 18 or a 20 for the adults. Well, I didn't say that part about the adults. I said we use this little bitty 22 for the babies. Well, we do. They're tiny. Yeah, I didn't swap for the adults. So we had to recatch everybody, and I was absolutely not going to re-video. I
No.
refused. I said, look, video in this crap is how I got in this situation to start with.
So just know everybody got their shots.
So,
It's chaos around here all
yeah.
day. It's been chaos all day.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. You just
Go
keep
ahead.
going.
So I was trying to look at the camera telling that, and I didn't catch if y'all were making fun of me in the comments. I just missed it, so it's just gonna be okay. But either way, everybody did get what they're supposed to get. They got their 2 CCs instead of their 0.2. But I had a lady ask me, she said that was only 0.2, and I was like, yeah, I misspoke, and I just left it at that because we were going to talk about it in the live. And then we had a lady that was a nurse that said, that's an insulin syringe. I said, yeah, I'm aware. Oh, there's the bottle. She has not gotten her bottle.
Just a little bit at a time.
Lorraine said I would have never picked that up. Well, there were some that did, and y'all, I was just breezing through it and probably wouldn't have paid any attention to it if I had not had to repack this back in the bag. I'm like, wait a minute, all our syringes and needles are still here. I was like, no, you've got to be kidding me. At least I got to drench them out right. Oh Matt, you're probably going to have to take that baby on the porch.
Or go sit on the bed.
Yeah, you can feed her on the bed.
Welcome to our day. It's been an exciting day all day.
Well, the bottle babies have been in that little pen out in the yard, but we're getting thunderstorms, so now they're not.
We brought them in, let them stay inside.
And one is drinking a bottle and the other one is not, so she was screaming.
Yeah. Kitty said she thought it was enough work the first time. Oh, it was plenty.
Oh, it was.
It was plenty. Did we see the Walker's video today?
I did. The one about ransom?
Yep, about ransom.
Was that for today? I just saw it pop up. I don't know. I've got several videos I still need to catch up on. Heidi says she didn't pick it up either. Jacqueline said it happens. Yeah, well, it happening caused us twice the work.
And a video to come out a day later.
And Zoe was not thrilled. So by the time we got home, I still had to edit. Y'all, I finished our video at 2 a.m.
It is what it is. It happens, though, don't it? Everybody's got their shots now.
Yeah.
There's Tony.
Tony is like 35 away from 1,000.
Oh, man. So if y'all are not following him, he needs 35-ish more. And y'all need to go check him out.
Jacob said, hopefully that doesn't happen to Farmer Rhett and you guys. Well, that's kind of what happened when we ended up in jail. It was that whole kid thing with YouTube and its computers saying what's appropriate and what's not.
Yep.
So that's how we got in jail. YouTube to put videos with kids in them to the kids'
25.
YouTube section.
Yeah, so.
Well, he's climbing.
Yep, so
Diane.
Who's Tony? Tony is Miss Catherine at G&G Farms' husband. And he's got a cool little channel, Campfire and Countryside, and he does camping and outdoor cooking and all kind of stuff.
Why is there always one fly in here? There's one.
He's going to give away Hut when he gets to 1,000.
He's already trying to give away a Hut.
Jacqueline said at least you remembered to hit the record button.
Jacqueline, you would be surprised how many times I have not hit the record button.
Yeah.
I have had multiple videos where I didn't hit record. We've had videos come back with no audio.
Judy said the flies on your head.
It is not that. Don't listen to Judy. She's always trying to do something.
There's Daph and Richard.
Tony said he screamed when Rhett asked to give shots.
Yeah, me
Rhett
too.
wants to be involved in everything.
He wants to.
I want to do the needle. Absolutely not. You have
lost your mind. I was making biscuits before we come on here, and he needed to come help. And I said, Lord, no. And he said, I need to help. So I said, okay, you can use the cutter to stamp into the dough. And he liked that until I said, you don't twist it. And he started twisting. It's time to get out of here.
Lori said, I hate it when I find out there's no audio when I've been recording. I have done that multiple times.
We did an entire vacation.
That was Zoe messing with the GoPro settings.
The microphone on the GoPro. I did something and completely turned off a whole week vacation footage.
All of our videos from a week
had zero audio. So he had to make a video montage with some music.
Well, we had a little bit of voiceover we were able to do, I think. And we put some music with our
tour of the
battleship and the fireworks. Yeah. Golly, that was interesting.
We always, when we use microphones, we have to test it out because you have to put the little doohickey in your phone. And then, so we talk and then we'll go back and watch it so that we know that we've got audio.
That's a technical term you may have to Google
to
find out what a doohickey is.
It's real.
Mm-hmm. It's a technical term. Jacqueline says she does it all the time. She forgets and don't realize, and 30 minutes later she didn't want to go back and redo it. I was not going. We had to redo the shots. I just refused to re-video it.
Yeah. It's a lot easier and faster when you're not having
And it was starting to get a little dim outside, and I'm like, no, not reviewing anything. We're just going to go with it.
Yeah, we would just catch them up and shoot them and keep going. We didn't do the whole release out and all that. We knew who we were doing, and we hit them and did it and got done. Because, when you video, you have to take time to make sure your video clip is not long. So we'd have to stop. It just takes a lot more time. So we had a video. We just had to go back and do a little bit.
Tammy said YouTube don't realize Ransom and Rhett, along with other little ones I watch, makes my day on bad days.
That's right. Us too. And if they're going, there's got to be a way where you can say, hey, I don't want to be on. Yeah, my phone's football. Okay.
Well,
but I think there is a way that you can put not for children.
You do. You click that, and what it does, and we had this conversation. Brandon and I had this conversation a week or so ago. That if a child is on there for too long by themselves without your face appearing, then the computer picks up on it. It's AI stuff. It picks up on it thinking it's a kid's video. And you just have to, but we do check it's not for kids. And it doesn't mean there's anything bad in it. It's like Cassie and Gary were talking about. It doesn't mean there's a bad video that kids can't see. It means it's not specifically made for kids, that it's an all audience, so they don't put it on the YouTube Kids app. And then they have different rules. So something that goes on the YouTube Kids app, now you've all of a sudden violated theirs and you end up back in YouTube jail. So you don't want that either.
Neil said he's been watching the Eddies and the Grounds take on Texas, the movie.
I was going to read his comment.
Watching Eddies and Grounds do Texas, the movie.
I haven't gotten to it yet. Well, Kevin was waiting. They were trying to kind of time the release of their videos. So I think they both tried to get it at the same time. So I haven't seen either one of them yet. Jacob said hopefully the Eddies don't get the same thing the Walkers got. I think that walkers are going to be fine. I think it was just a notification, and I don't think it's going. I don't think it's going to amount to anything. I think you're just going to be careful on how you video it. And we have actually,
if you want to be part of the kids,
we've started paying attention to that. We don't have too much of just the kids in it without showing it. It don't go too long where you don't see us almost immediately.
Yeah.
Lorraine had 2 photos removed from Facebook that posted in 2014 and 15.
Now we have like music we put to reels last year are just now getting flagged because we used music that was available through Facebook or YouTube.
Yeah, they do that. I mean, when it pops up, I'm like, that's a year and a half old. Oh, Alice said maybe the people at YouTube need to spend some time on a farm where they might understand what it's all about.
That's right. Most people will never understand it.
You know, when we got put in jail for Rhett driving the tractor, we mentioned that, and the problem is, even if it got to a human, even if it was reviewed by a human, it's probably going to be a human that has no idea how kids are raised on a farm. So it's not really going to help.
And when you do that, all they can go by is what they know. You know, if they don't know a child working on, riding on machinery, all they know is a kid in the city on a subway.
Yeah.
It's a lot different.
Tammy said Lester is live now. Lester did change his live time to 8 o'clock, and I think sometimes he pops on around 8:30. It just depends on what he's got going on. But I wasn't going to shift again on the times. Just some people, if they're watching Lester, they can catch the replay. That's okay with me. I don't mind. He's what? Ransom is now something from the Netherlands, and he's 28.
Still don't understand the jail for Rhett saga. Well, I'll tell you, we kind of have an idea that got reported.
Yeah.
That guy that gets on here that was actually on here before most of you, he we're almost certain he reported it, which caused the flags, which caused it to be reviewed. Other than that, I don't think it would have been reported.
Tony said he lets Stella drive sometimes.
Well, that could be animal endangerment, so you never know.
You never know. Yeah, now Meg was letting us know that Lester just went live, so you saw the number jump. Some people probably want an update on Voodoo, and I get that. That's not a problem. I mean, y'all, I'm not upset about it. That's fine. It is what it is. Lester's a much, much bigger channel, so I am not.
But we do love that he supports us.
I am not in any way trying to be in competition with Lester. People can come over and watch replays, and I'll be just fine.
Okay, I get it now. Sue said Gary changed Ransom's name to Handsome. He is a 28-year-old from the Netherlands. He's just vertically challenged.
Not see that, but I'll have to go back and find that part.
That's funny. What did Tony say? Oh, he let Stella drive. That's about like letting Catherine drive.
But Jacqueline said, I lived on the river growing up and took boats at out 8 or 9 to fish. I'm glad that there was not YouTube back then, Jacqueline, because I also grew up on Lake Mitchell, and we had a place in Walnut Creek, and at 7 or 8 years old, I would jump in that flat bottom with a 5.5 on the back of it and take off and be gone, and nobody even knew where I was at. Mm-hmm. You could be gone before anybody got up. I mean, it was just the way it was.
Well,
but
I didn't.
Back then, they didn't worry about it, and you didn't have these $100,000 boats running 70 miles an hour either. So, but I'm glad I didn't video it because they'd have sure enough put us in jail.
Can you see yourself out there with a big old camcorder?
And that's what it would have been back then, because there wasn't no camera phone.
I know. Jacob's favorite part is, welcome back to the channel, guys.
Somebody gave me the idea, and I thought it was a really good idea. It was after our video of Rhett singing. Somebody said he needed to sing the intro like Ransom does. Welcome back to the video. Welcome back to the channel. I was like, it's not a bad idea. Yeah. I just don't know how I would do it.
We can get Mr. Ed to write him a little tune, and he can sing it as his intro.
Tammy says, I'd rather stay here, but earlier today he said he would go live tonight at 8 for an update on Voodoo.
I get it.
8 o'clock is his regular time now. He changed. He used to be earlier, and that's why we were going later, so that we didn't be on at the same time. But he changed because of the season, and it is what it is. That's fine. It's completely understandable.
We've done that before when we would go live in the middle of Sunday afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Thank goodness we grew up when we could enjoy things without the do-gooder saying we couldn't. Lorraine, I agree. Daph said, farm children grow up knowing what responsibility means, knowing how to make your own fun outside and become hardworking adults.
We hope so. Yeah, I will tell you, the boys, if they're in the house like today, they have been wide open and fighting all day because they're stuck inside.
Mm-hmm.
We get to the farm and they each kind of do their own thing and kind of just run around, and Red will find sticks to play with and he'll use his imagination, and Chance will find a tree to climb on. And so they're able just to go out and do what they want to do, and it's fun for them to be on the farm.
Catherine's been feeding phones in the storm, and Tony did point out that he beat Catherine onto the live.
He says she's messing around, so she might be fibbing a little.
She was probably just standing around out there in the barn.
Talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to Daisy.
Londa said, I say a little thank you prayer every day that there were no video cameras when I was growing up, because I would have never survived my teenage years. I agree with that too. It would have been really bad if there had been everybody recording on dadgum camera phones. You couldn't do anything.
You can't now.
Mm-mm. And then we voluntarily do it.
We do.
That's even worse. And then we end up with situations like we had yesterday where I video all the stuff I did wrong, and then I have to redo it.
And didn't video any of that.
I wasn't Number one, the phones were about dead by the time we got through with all that anyway. And I was not going through the hassle of dragging that thing around, that tripod around, while I redid those goats. We needed to hurry up and get through. So we put our little pen back up, y'all, and there wasn't no table. I loaded up those syringes, got them ready, got my needles out, and I went inside the pen. So as you called them, boop, I gave them a shot, and away they went. And we got it done a whole lot quicker, not trying to video it.
She says she was trying not to get struck by lightning. It's hanging out. It's raining here. We lost power for just a minute, and it came back on right before we got started.
Tammy said, and y'all, I know I'm skipping some, but they're flying by me, and I don't want to get too far behind. Well, I'll scroll back up a little bit. How about that?
Susan. Yeah.
Susan said when I was growing up, we'd play ball in the dirt road and rode our bike in the middle of the roads all the time. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Terry grew up in the country. We did all kind of imaginary things, made forts, and we're never even in the house even in the winter. I wasn't either. This is the one I was going to get to. Tammy said, Zoe, have you been taking your iron? I was raised on a farm, wouldn't change it for nothing. Tammy, I can answer that and tell you that no, Zoe has not. Because I asked her, Zoe, have you been taking it? Oh. She still won't take it. And I'm going to tell on you until you take it. Have you been taking your iron, Zoe? When was the last time you took your iron? She don't even know. So after y'all tell her on the live to take her iron, she still don't know.
Remind me when we get done, I'll go take it.
Okay.
I really will.
I need Catherine. Catherine, will you text Zoe? Well, you gonna text her every day anyway. Tell her to take her iron.
She has enough.
She can, like, on her way to feed babies, she can text you, Zoe, take your iron.
That's the last thing she needs to do is to babysit Zoe.
She texts you every day anyway.
Some ivermectin.
I've got some, Tony. I give her a drench of iron. How about that? Let's stick one of them things in the corner of her mouth.
I couldn't imagine.
Jacqueline said, I do feel like we were a little more mature as kids than they are nowadays. I think that all the time. I think there is no way I would let my kids do what I did back then because they're not mature enough to deal with it. They're not mature enough to know.
Tony said make her feel better and get rid of the worms. That's what I need to do, Colette. That's actually what I used to do is when my alarm would go off, I would just get up and go ahead and take my medicine. And then I quit doing that. I think what happened is I had turned my alarm off. For some reason, we didn't have to get up early. And I just never put it back in there, like never started back.
So Lorraine said, I tried videoing making my wire trees. I gave up when I played it back. I had missed my hands altogether.
I have done cooking videos where my head was cut off. I had no head.
Yep. We had to trash that one.
She said take it before you go to bed so that you don't taste it all day.
Take them over the whole day so it won't mess with your stomach.
Yeah, they know that's what my issue is it makes
Catherine says she will come over here.
I'm going to hide under the windows like I do for anybody else. I ain't answering that door. I'm going to crawl under the windows, see who it is.
Melba said, I set an alarm that says, take your meds.
Some fried gizzards. They have lots of iron. I don't know about gizzards.
Did you read that one?
What?
I don't want to reread it, but.
Put it beside your bed. You eat late anyway, so you'll technically be taking it with food last thing before you sleep. I should put it beside
you need to stop eating so late.
Well, we do eat dinner pretty late. She said read a letter in. Of course he would.
Just make some fried gizzards. They have lots of iron. If you want to clean and eat those gizzards, you go right ahead. But I ain't. No, not doing it. You gotta have food with iron. Yeah, you said something about it messing with your stomach that first time we talked about it. But I know darn well you hadn't taken it. You hadn't taken any of your meds. Catherine puts all hers on bedside table and take them before she crashes.
Well, I gotta get some more of my other one. So I guess I just need to get back in the habit of it.
You need to put them back in.
So when you come back, do you like fried?
Those are livers.
Livers.
The ones you ate?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fried chicken liver.
Deb said if you take it with orange juice, it's better absorbed. There's the Grounds family.
There's Kevin. Hey, y'all. I'm not even going to start the fee thing because we've been going back and forth. So let me tell y'all what happened Thursday. I am on call 1 week out of 6. So Thursday, we're driving home from football conditioning. And I said, hey, it's 8:30. It's time for the grounds to be on. So I go on and comment, hey, I'm here on time. We're listening because I'm driving. And set the phone down. So here I am bebopping up the road. Phone rings. I'm on call. Stay on the phone for, 30, 40 minutes. I get off that, come back, said, hey, been on a work call. I'm still here, kind of thing. It rings again. And I just finally said, "The heck with it! I'll have to watch the replay." I don't know. An hour and a half out of 2 hours, I was on the phone. So
that's about how it is in the evening.
that ends in about 3.5 hours. I'll be off a call for 6 more weeks.
Luckily, it's been pretty uneventful.
It has not been bad, just the phone ringing.
We can handle phone calls.
Diane said canned mushrooms have iron.
Oh, I like mushrooms.
Zoe, you sit there with that stubborn look on your face like I'm not doing it no matter what. I just go back.
So I don't have time. I do have time, but I don't have time to eat breakfast. Like as soon as I get up, I don't want to eat something right then. But I could probably make me like a half peanut butter sandwich and eat that and take it.
See, you started putting your medicine in your makeup bag because the one thing you're not going to do is leave the house without your makeup on.
Right.
So that's how I got you back on it last time. Was you put your iron pills in your makeup bag. And you were taking them because you did.
I put my eyes on them. Not to be a tattletale or anything, but I do believe Kevin is a little late.
Who? Lori said that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, I think he was a little late, but that's why I didn't say much, Lori, because I'm always late. But I was on time Thursday. I'm always late to Lori's because she goes live while I'm still working. Like, people are working on their farm at that time of the day.
He said some of us have farms to take care of, Lori.
Lori goes live at like 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I was busy.
Hadn't gotten home yet.
No, the last time I went on her live, we were driving from the farm to the barn.
Oh.
And I saw that she was on, and I got on live, and I was like, Lori, we're still working.
And some just make excuses, she said.
Tammy said, Nick, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do? I am a maintenance planner at a power plant.
She says she goes live about 6:30.
I have been with a major utility company for 21 years. Yeah, but she was live that day at like 4:30. But we still miss her live because if we're working on the farm, it's dark by the time we leave there or we're at football practice.
Kevin said she had a premiere this morning that he actually made too. We could have made it.
I just didn't see it.
I didn't even get on YouTube till later this afternoon.
No, golly. I didn't check YouTube till after lunch.
She said it's actually past her bedtime. Mine too.
And we posted a video at 8 a.m. and it was still after lunch before I even looked.
Yeah.
What
is she? Sweet potatoes. Ooh, I love sweet potatoes.
You had sweet potatoes on our date night.
I did. I love, if anywhere's got sweet potato fries, I'm going to get them.
You need to talk about your little reel you did for that.
We are subbed.
Lori, of course I'm subbed. I probably got a notification and didn't read it. Now, that's more like it. If I'm just being honest.
Some restaurants, you get sweet potato fries and they go the sweet route, which is cinnamon butter to dip it in.
Yeah.
And then there's some that go the other route and they don't give you nothing to dip it in.
And you're going to do ranch.
No, actually ketchup. Sweet potatoes do not get ranch. They get ketchup.
Thought everything you ate got ranch.
They probably would have been really good with Whataburger's spicy ketchup, but
Aussie said, say it like Aussie would say it. It says good day to me, but you say it.
Good day, you two.
That was
good day, you two.
I don't think that was even close. But it was good enough.
She said they got sweet potato chips now. I would like them.
I
like anything sweet potato.
But you didn't talk about
We went.
You did a reel so we can talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't anything private.
Yeah, so we went to the catfish house, and it's always good anytime we go there. But this time, We didn't have to share with the kids. We always go with the kids.
Yeah. And
So
that little bucket of hush puppies and that bowl of slaw and stuff don't last long with Rhett. He loves it.
So anything you order comes with a bucket of slaw, a bucket of hush puppies, and a bucket of northern beans, and you get red relish that you put on it. And ooh, yeah, it's called the fixins.
No, it's called the setup.
Yeah.
There it's called the setup.
Yeah.
God, those beans with that red pepper relish is.
It's okay, but don't say creek. It sounds like crack, like butt crack. Crick. Oh, she's saying crick, like crick.
Jacqueline said, I'm trying to have time to do a live stream, but I haven't learned everyone's nights yet. Y'all took all the primary spots. So we used to really worry about that, Jacqueline. And when we first did it, golly, we hit a time slot one time. We were going to go, I don't even remember what day it was or what time, but we were going to go live at a certain time, and we said, hey, let's try to do it this time. And we looked, and Big Family Small Farm went on right before us, and Cog Hill went on right after us.
It was a Sunday, yeah.
And we were squeezed in the middle, and I was like, I really like that. And then it changed seasons, and it was time to try to work later and all this. So everybody kind of split up off of that. But it's like this time slot. We started doing it at 8 o'clock. And that was based on trying to let people get home from church. See, we don't have church service on Sunday nights. But Mackenzie would go to church. No, she goes on our Wednesday night. Mm-hmm. We don't have service on Wednesday. She would go on our Wednesday night. Sunday night, it was just the kids every once in a while during like play season. Uh-huh. But we didn't have anybody we were interfering with. Well, when it came time where daylight saving time kicked in, that's when Lester moved his a little bit later. And I didn't want to move to mess people up that did watch us. So that's why I said that earlier, that I wasn't trying to compete with anybody. But I know that plenty of people are going to watch Lester. I would watch Lester if I wasn't on live. You know, I watched him when he was on talking about the horse when they went live waiting on their vet transport. So it's just, I had to do it when I could do it. Luckily, Brandon and them go on like really late, and I think part of that is just to be done with their work so they could do it. And two, they don't have to worry about anybody else being on live at the same time.
Yeah.
So, Jacqueline, I wouldn't worry about it. Just go live. If there's a bigger channel on at the same time we're on live, then we'll just let people watch the replay. I don't mind that. I mean, it's not a big deal to me. Oh, everybody's saying Lester's off the live now. He's probably got a lot going on having to deal with voodoo and transports and all that. Lori said I paused so long they thought I was buffering. I was trying to make sure I worded things the right way, Lori, because I have a bad habit of not. Catherine said, I'm going to go live for the first time early.
You'd be surprised how many people, when I would do them like 8 or 9 in the morning, how many people would actually be there. I would do them. I did a week where I went live every day that week. In the morning, after.
You were going live from like the farm.
No, right? I would do them here while I would be baking and stuff. And I would have so many people there. She said she'd just be sitting there like a lost puppy because we've got each other to go back and forth with. Well, that's kind of what you do. It's like doing your video, and you just make you some notes to talk about, and then you just hit them, and then
we used to make notes. No, wasn't we? I used to make notes. You wouldn't make notes, but now we don't even bother.
Hey, Jody.
We're like, what are we going to talk about,
Oh,
Zoe?
gosh.
I don't know.
Lester's mad. There were people calling the vet and contacting his family about voodoo.
See, people, y'all don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I'm talking to the art group. They don't do that kind of stuff anyway. But
hey, Arlene.
He's got a lot of let's say a more diverse group that watches him. Lester deals with some nuts.
Yeah. Go on up a little bit.
I know. I was
Okay,
scrolling back. I'm missing folks.
Keep going then.
I'm missing folks. I'm trying to catch back up. Yeah, Pam's here. She wanted to see what they. Look, I don't blame y'all for checking on voodoo. I'm really. I'm not saying
Amy
anything
said
bad about that
sweet
at all.
potatoes and ketchup.
She's questioning your ketchup.
Only sweet potatoes that like French fry style, like that's been fried. Now, if it's a baked sweet potato, it's gonna be butter and cinnamon sugar.
Brenda said Lester just goes on what he wants. He does, and he has every right to. He goes live all the time. I'll be sitting in my desk and get a notification Lester's live, and I'll just click on it, let it go.
Yeah.
And I don't comment a lot because he's getting so many comments, he don't see it anyway. But sometimes it's in my little phone holder in front of the screen on the computer, and I'll just click on it, let it go. Janet said, I miss you sitting on the porch.
Me too. I'm ready for.
It got to the point to where when we went live, the dadgum sun was shining in our face.
Well, it was okay until it was so humid out there, and to be able to stand it, we'd have to wait till it got a little darker.
Christina said he was so upset people were bugging everyone everywhere trying to find out info. He will update you.
That's right.
People don't have to try to get info. He will let you know what you need to know. And there may be some things you don't need to know. Sarah was watching Lester on the computer. People are messaging family in the vet trying to get info on voodoo. Made him upset because he asked people to stop. One lady was just being crazy, and he said he was done and left alive. That's the kind of people he deals with.
All the time.
He deals with it a lot, and it's because look, he is wildly popular. But I guess we don't have to deal with it much because we're still pretty small, but we do get some of the crazy comments. But his audience is so big that, golly, some of the folks he deals with, I don't know. Nick, are you going to dress as a woman and streak across the video as Zoe streams? What? Where did that even come from? No. Why would I dress as a woman? I think she's the same one that said that she suggested that to Brandon. I'm not doing it. No. Lynn said, she was talking to Lori.
I've already read a couple of those.
You did. You read Jacqueline's comment about the lost puppy thing. Look, our first couple of lives, we didn't know if anybody was going to show up or not, so we just talked.
Lori.
Is you talking about that one?
Move your thing. No.
Okay. Lorraine said just speak my mind, not to pause.
We need a filter sometimes.
I don't need to do that. I'm nervous enough about it being live as it is. Kayla said early morning lives are her favorite lives, gets the day started right. You know, we would watch Judy on Mondays when I was in the drop-off line taking Rhett to school. Mm-hmm. That's when we watched Judy and Kayla with them live.
She's only trying to get you more views, she said.
My view numbers are terrible.
We're going to end up talking about food anyway. We are. It's coming.
They were being so rude to everyone. The viewers, Christina, is that what you were talking about? Look, if Lester got upset and was being rude, I kind of understand it. I mean, you got to draw the line somewhere. So if people are calling your family and calling your vet trying to get updates on your animal, they have taken that too far. So it is what it is. But if he got upset and was rude, he has every right. There are now so many channels I enjoy watching that I think you should go live when it suits you. It's great to actually catch a live, but there's always replay. I'm around 18 hours ahead of you with our time zone, so replay is my norm. Well, Daff, you're here right now, and I'm glad to see you. MC said I find it rude to go into a live and talk about other channels.
I can see that as long as if it was in a negative aspect.
If she's talking about people just updating on Lester's, I don't mind it. I don't care what people are putting in the comment section. I find I get uneasy when I go into a live. Say I go into Kevin or Lori's live, and people are asking me questions. Mm-hmm. If they're just saying hello, hey, that's in the comment section. That's fine. But a hello is different than asking me questions about how's so and so. I don't want to answer that because then I'm taking up their comment section. I'm just really uneasy with that. So that's why sometimes I don't even comment.
More so, we need to name a goat Sweet Potato. That would be cute. I need to name the boy.
If we had another one the color of Mocha, that would work really good. She was kind of that color. Jacqueline said, "Notes, have you seen me? I fly by the seat of my pants." Hey, we know exactly what that's like.
Lori said, "I don't name half my goats, but let me help you name yours."
Lynn wants to know if you've tried mashed sweet potatoes.
Oh, yeah. We've done that several times.
I think I saw somebody answer Catherine there. Edie wants to know why people think it's their business. You would be surprised what people think is their business. People kind of decide on their own what's their business.
There's something we need to hit on.
What?
Keep going.
Oh, am I missing a comment? I'm sorry. I'm trying to get caught up. I think dressing like a woman is in these days. Maybe. Lori, I wish I hadn't even read that.
That's what I laughed at all ago.
Lori, I wish I had read that comment before I started reading it to everybody else. Lorraine said we only have one crazy. No, we got lots more crazies than that. Just the one that keeps showing up over and over. Usually when you block somebody, they go away. This one just keeps making new pages and coming right back. There's where Aussie says she was trying to get me more views. Nancy said people just need to stay in their own lane. That's just disrespectful. I agree.
Diane had fried rice with peas and carrots and soy sauce. The only thing she was missing is some Spam. Cut up some Spam and put it in there.
Lorraine said if I don't see it live, I rarely watch a replay because it isn't the same. You can't reply and get feedback. That's true.
It is. I'm that way. Nick will watch replays, but I don't typically because if they're talking and interacting, I have a hard time with, well, I want to say something, but it's a little odd then.
Well, I'll watch the replays sometimes because a lot of lives aren't very interactive. They're just talking about what's going on or updating things. Like we kind of lean more toward trying to read the comments and answer everybody and that kind of thing. And like Brandon is going to read every comment he sees. Yeah. He don't miss very many. Kevin does the same way. You do try to interact a lot, but a lot of people that have so many comments that they can't read them. It's just you can watch the replay because there's not a lot of interaction. Good night, Lori. She's headed off to bed.
Tell Lori bye.
Bye, Lori.
Look up at the phone.
Bye, Lori. Hey, everybody.
Brenda said, can't believe people thought the peahen Jason has was yours. I can believe it if they hadn't paid attention to how far they had to go to get it.
Yeah. Oh, there's Catherine.
Hey, Miss Catherine.
Oh, everybody's telling you hi.
Hey, everybody.
Before Lori left, she said, I feel the same way when people ask me about stuff at my place on someone else's live. However, it doesn't bother me when people do it in mine. It doesn't bother me. If somebody asks Lori about one of her goats, it's not going to bother me at all.
He'll be right back.
If they ask Kevin, hey, are you keeping your pigs in the fence? That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I don't care because it's all interaction to me. I mean, YouTube and Facebook don't know what they're saying. They just know that they're talking.
Yeah.
But it feels uncomfortable to me, like if I'm on Cog Hill and somebody asks me something about I don't want to answer, just because I'm uncomfortable. Pam enjoyed the goats getting their shots, even though I did the wrong dosage the first time.
Some people might not know what you're talking about if they just got here.
Dalf, I'm not even going to try to say that name, but she loves it. It's the purple skin sweet potato, mashed with normal potatoes and butter.
That sounds good.
Catherine said, has he been on tonight? If you're talking about our nutcase, yes, he was the first one to comment. I went ahead and blocked him. He had a whole new name and everything, but you could still tell by the incredibly broken grammar who it was. So, yeah, I went ahead and blocked that.
It's okay. I told him he had to go potty, so I told him he could come right back. Cut it. Yeah.
I missed Lori telling you bye. When she went to bed, when you told her bye, she was telling you bye, Rhett.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was telling you bye before she went to bed.
Oh.
I just missed it because I was so far behind on comments.
Look up there.
There's lots of people saying hi, Farmer Rhett.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Ken. He had to go to the potty.
Susan said, hey, famous Farmer Rhett.
Hello, Susie.
Susan. He said, oh.
Ginger said, I love y'all's goat video.
Susie.
He said Susan.
Lorraine thought the peahen was ours, thought it may have gotten an eye injury since we lost her.
Daddy.
That could have been the case if they had not had to go an hour
Yeah, I
away
was
to
going to
get her.
say, they had to drive a little distance to get her, so ours would not have traveled that far.
Mama.
Pam said, Rhett, you did a great job helping catch the goats.
Thanks.
You got Kenny all by yourself, didn't you?
Yeah. And I also got Dolly Walker.
You did?
Dolly Walker and Kenny.
Oh, Candy said she had tacos for supper. What are you having?
We're having either ice cream or...
Ice cream?
I don't know.
For dinner?
What did you help me fix?
What do you eat? One of your favorite things. You asked for it this morning. What did you ask for dinner this morning?
Biscuits and gravy.
Yes, you did. He's having biscuits and gravy for dinner.
Miss Catherine said her peacocks and ours are probably in the woods having a party in some peach trees.
I mentioned that ours was probably in a peach orchard somewhere.
Oh, Miss Arlene said, are you ready for school?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. What grade are you going to be in?
I'm fixing to
What's up there?
kindergarten.
Why are you putting up a 2?
That's the second preschool lady. Jacqueline said, I love y'all are so supportive, and the people that I've met are so supportive no matter what and help promote other people's channels, and that's a big deal. That's real friends.
Oh, I can't see. Daddy's not where we are.
No, I'm behind. I was trying to read Jacqueline's comment. Y'all are having your own conversation, so I don't mind.
The J.
Who's the one with the L? I mean,
the L.
Baby, I don't know what you're talking
Miss
about.
Linda or Llama.
Sarah said you did a good job showing the alpaca the pole was safe.
Yeah.
Thanks, Miss Linda.
That was Sarah.
Oh.
I did catch up to Catherine's comment and asking Rhett was if he ready for school. Candy says she wants ice cream. So they like the idea of ice cream for dinner, apparently.
Would you share your ice cream?
With you.
With me. Okay.
Lorraine said, is the male peacock still around somewhere or is he gone too?
He's gone too.
Yep.
I'm pretty certain they're together, wherever they are.
I think they're together. And if she's on a nest, then he's close by, but we don't know.
Okie and Homie are either in the woods or just in the tall grass.
That's what we think.
That's what he hopes. Diane said that is a good dinner, Rhett. Ice cream. Ice cream is a good dinner.
That's not dinner.
That's what you said.
Well, I thought you said dessert.
Oh. Lynn says she loves biscuits and grits for dinner.
We're going to make some cheese grits too and bacon.
Grammy said, what is with the white polka dots? I have no idea what she's talking about.
We go with the white with polka dots. That would be
Dolly Walker or her little boy?
Dolly. Yeah, the one with the brown dots.
The white with the dots. The baby is a little boy.
But hey, Grammy.
Kimberly said, no anxiety while watching you guys in Cog Hill.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
I hope not, but I can tell you that I have plenty of anxiety.
You don't have anxiety?
I have anxiety when I'm making a video.
You want to go help Bubba? It's time to get off here anyway. I got to go cook some dinner.
Just some of it? You're not going to cook all of it?
No, Max already started it.
Oh,
So I only got to do
he's not
some
going
of
to cook all of it. She's going to do some. Jerry and Renee are with them. I guess that's her peacock.
My tongue is blue.
Yeah.
All right, you going to tell everybody bye?
Tell everybody have a good week. And we'll see them on
Wednesday.
Look
up there.
Bye, everybody. I hope you have a good week, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Good job.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.